大家好，我係林永嫻阿 Wing 啊，喺度同大家拜個年先，恭喜發財，身體健康，最緊要大家出入平安。咁咧就好多謝大家俾咗好多賀年嘅信息我啦，亦都同我拜年，咁我亦都喺度同大家拜翻個年先。今日咧就好開心，我請到我好朋友張鳳妮就同大家一齊咧都拜個年，亦佢帶咗啲賀禮俾大家喎，係咧就係。佢就同我哋分享下佢中咗 Covid 嘅心得，同埋有啲咩可以幫到佢康復得快啲啦。佢就好早期染到呢個 Covid 嘅，咁咧就所以辛苦啲，咁咧就都要一排先至去康復㗎。咁佢同大家分享下有點樣可以幫到佢康復得快啲咧。咁咧好多謝佢喺度同我哋咧俾啲時間。我知佢好忙嘅，因為佢都有幾個小朋友啦，又要照顧啦，咁亦都喺屋企啦。咁佢而家就喺馬來西亞，咁咧就好多謝佢遠道嚟同我哋拜個年，又同俾啲賀禮大家，俾啲心得大家。呢個疫情咧都希望大家都好似佢咁平平安安、身體健康啦。咁我亦都請到啲美國嘅朋友喺度住嘅美國朋友，佢哋都中咗招㗎。咁咧就即係大家都分享下佢咧就而家嘅情況啦，同埋點樣中招啦。咁第一個咧，我美國朋友咧就係 Valerie，我之前咧就訪問過佢啦，同佢都同大家即係講過佢搬咗嚟移民咗嚟美國，佢喺香港移民嚟美國，而家喺 Seattle，咁嚟咗都有好都差唔多10年8年㗎啦，都好快時間過得。咁咧佢好早期就染咗 Covid， 係初一開始大流行嗰陣時咧，佢就染咗啦。佢同佢丈夫兩個都染咗喎。咁咧就初咧就比較辛苦啲，因為未有得打針啦，嗰陣時佢都未打針就已經染咗啦。咁咧就都要一輪先至好返啊。咁佢咧會分享佢啲染即係有疫情嘅經過啦。咁有啲咩心得咧，都俾我哋大家分享嘅，好多謝佢先。咁另外一位咧就係阿 Daniel 咧就係我嘅朋友，佢咧就係一個好叻打羽毛球嘅高手嚟㗎，佢參加係奧運嘅代表隊嚟嘅，直情係咁咧。佢咧就係身體好強壯、好健康嘅。咁佢就喺美國住，係本土喺度出世㗎啦，已經。咁所以佢同大家講英文，我而家同大家分享下佢講嗰啲乜啦。咁咧佢咧就係話佢最近中嘅係中 Omicron，咁最近呢幾個禮拜同我差唔多時間中啦。咁咧佢就話一個係一 very bad cold，一個都唔係話好嚴重，但係比較辛苦啲嘅，好似傷風咁，但係辛苦啲嘅傷風。咁佢喉嚨咧就好似個燙豆咁，好熱嘅，成日好似 burning， 佢話個 throat 好似 burning 咁。咁咧就佢初中咗咧都幾擔心，因為擔心咧傳染到俾佢啲朋友啊咁。咁咧佢咧就好在話有一個好嘅 support group 就係一班好朋友支持啦。咁雖然佢中咗，但係大家都冇對佢不離不棄。雖然佢都要隔離，咁但係咧即係有朋友會支持佢話即係將呢個病嘅辛苦嘅情況咧都會減少咗。咁佢就有啲喉嚨 burning 啦，有發燒啦，有咳啦。咁但係佢話 not too bad 咁樣喎。咁都睇下佢一陣同我哋分享嘅經驗啦。咁另一個咧就係我好朋友我哋成日打pickleball 唔知中文係咩真係。咁我哋一齊打 pickleball， 佢又係啱啱同我個時間中咗招喎。咁佢咧就其實好似我啊，佢個症狀就唔係好辛苦，好輕微，又係少少發燒啊、喉嚨痛啊咁樣。咁跟住幾日就好返啦。咁佢話佢身邊朋友都係好多個，佢有好多朋友，好多個都中晒招啦。咁大家都可以即係了解下美國嘅情況啦。其實我哋身邊都好多人已經有呢個中招疫情，都差唔多同一個時間添喎。咁但係有啲朋友又早啲。咁咧就佢而家就好返晒啦，好似我咁。咁我哋兩個一齊咧就繼續打 pickleball，咁好開心啦，可以即係享受呢個咁好嘅天氣出嚟，我哋兩個都可以傾下偈啊，即係大家都交流下啲心得啦。中咗招之後，一位咧就係我 cousin 阿 Mabel 同我一齊去睇 football game 個 Mabel 啦。咁佢咧亦都係中咗 Covid 嘅。 咁就佢就同我哋分享下佢整一個London Frog 嘅 drink，就幫佢喉嚨好好嘅。咁佢會同我哋一齊做俾大家睇佢點樣整法嘅。另外片尾咧，亦都會有我哋嘅賀年歌啦，我哋嘅行唱片公司嘅歡樂年年。咁我上次都有播過佢嘅新年歌㗎，係非常之好聽，係由盧雲娜啦、李龍基啦、歐信希啦、方依琪啦同埋葉振棠一齊5個人一齊唱嘅。咁臨尾咧，我哋再重溫欣賞下，因為而家新年啊嘛，咁咧好有新年氣氛嘅。咁到時大家一齊欣賞啦。咁咧臨尾咧，我就同大家分享下。我個女女咧就而家新年啊嘛，咁咧佢咧就去咗朋友屋企 party， 有一個 Chinese New Year 新年嘅 party， 咁咧佢就同埋一班女仔咧就係modeling school， 咁佢哋就有一個 catwalk fashion show， 着住啲 Chinese New Year 嘅禮服啊、長衫啊，喺度好開心同埋啲鬼妹仔啦仲有唔係淨係中國人嘅，即係全部一齊 mix 埋噶啦，咁好開心啦！大家都即係着住啲賀年嘅衫啊，同埋分享下我哋嘅中國人嘅文化 culture 啊，大家都可以咁我哋一齊食嘢，食啲Chinese New Year 賀年嘅食品啦，咁又一班人又 party 啦，咁你啱啱係呢2個禮拜嘅啫喎，咁咧就啱啱好翻第一個 function 去玩，咁咧就咁你可以睇到美國咁嘅我哋呢邊係即係 party 照舊啦 ,party go on， 咁好多人都冇乜點戴口罩噶啦，個 party 一齊玩啊，好多人㗎，一間屋我哋起碼嗰度有50幾，我諗80人都有可能一齊玩咁樣但係即係個個都開心，唔會話擔憂啲乜嘢噶啦，已經即係當呢個係傷風咁樣，即係life go on，party go on 咁我哋大家欣賞下佢哋行 catwalk 啊，同埋着啲靚嘅中國式嘅長衫啊，俾大家睇下。咁希望你欣賞啦，同埋喺度再講一聲恭喜發財，同埋最緊要身體健康，出入平安。OK， 拜拜。
Hello， 大家好，我係 Valerie。咁藉住阿 Wing 呢個頻道咧，同大家分享一下咧，我喺2020年嘅11月中咧，就曾經確診過 COVID-19 啦。咁當其時係由我先生咧喺佢工作環境感染翻嚟嘅。咁佢最初嘅時候有嚴重嘅咳嗽咗3-4日，咁我哋就安排咗做 drive through 嘅。咁就drive through 嘅測試。咁咧就我當其時都開始有唔舒服，所以我都有 check。做測試，咁就佢就結果出嚟佢係陽性，我係陰性。咁但係因為我嘅唔舒服嘅感覺越嚟越犀利啊，我有神經痛啊、頭痛啊咁就我再做第2次測試之後，結果出嚟就陽性啦。咁因為我哋唔係長期嘅病患者啦，咁我哋喺屋企裏邊隔離14日啦，自我。咁就當其時嘅過程就係我先生食止咳藥啦，咁大概1個禮拜到佢已經好翻晒。咁但係我就比較唔好彩啦，所有嘅症狀咧都比較嚴重，同埋都會喺我身上面發生嘅。咁包括我當其時就持續咗2-3日嘅發高燒啦，咁食退燒藥都退唔到燒，咁就發冷啦，咁嚴重嘅頭痛啊、神經痛啊、關節痛啊，咁就 even 瞓覺都瞓唔到，因為你關節痛咧，你個人周身骨痛，你一喐就好痛，你瞓唔到覺，咁就仲有食唔到嘢，咁因為你一食嘢我就當其時就想反胃。想嘔，咁就食唔到，咁就呢個情況最差嘅情況咧就持續咗2-3日到啦。咁當開始食翻嘢食到嘢啦，咁個體力開始回復翻嘅時候咧，咁就開始正常翻生活。咁其實最初期咧感覺到上落樓梯咧都係會容易氣喘嘅。咁當然而家隔咗咁耐已經完全好翻晒啦，咁氣喘呢個情況都冇再出現過。咁就呢個經驗話俾我聽咧，呢隻菌咧咁佢其實如果你抵抗力好嘅話咧，咁當然症狀會輕微啲，同埋會快啲好翻嘅。但係好似我咁，原來我抵抗力都比較差嘅喎，唔經過今次我自己都唔知。咁就個症狀會嚴重啲啦，同埋辛苦啲啦，同埋個康復期會長啲。咁希望大家咧都經過我嘅經驗，可以幫到大家對呢個菌咧個情況了解多啲啦。咁大家要 stay safe，保持身體健康啊！
So from my experience with having COVID, I would probably say that my symptoms were, I think, not as bad as a lot of other people. I mean, I had the body fatigue, I had the sore throat, which turned into a burning throat. I had a loss of appetite, runny nose, coughing, things like that. So I would say that compared to a lot of people that I know, my symptoms weren't as bad. I think it was more just like having a really bad cold or a very mild flu. I think kind of the biggest part is kind of the mental part of it, where it's almost like a stigma that if you get COVID, it's almost like you weren't being careful or anything like that. Now I have had the vaccination, so I think that really wasn't too much of a mental thing for me. But I would say that a little bit in the beginning was a little bit of pressure because I had to tell some friends that I saw earlier that, hey, you should get tested because I tested positive. But they were very supportive about like, oh, are you okay? Yeah, we tested negative, so we're fine. So I think having a very good support group like that does help a lot with it. But for me, I would say that overall dealing with it was quite mild. Really, even though I don't even really know where I got it from. But I think if you just kind of treat it like it's just like your cold or like your flu, it's not something that is really kind of overblown out of proportion like I think the media really says it to be. Just like, yeah, you have to be really careful and it's really dangerous, and don't get me wrong, there are people who have suffered from it, especially, or have died from it, so you do need to be careful. But I think it's just like anything else, is that you want to focus on your health, you want to focus on your safety, but you don't want that to really get in the way of you living your life and really kind of being so much consumed by fear about it. Just be safe, be conscious, be respectful of other people, and being healthy and safe and all that. But I think for the most part, you treat it like a flu. When a flu goes around, you try and be safe, you focus on your health, but if you do get it, then you just focus on your recovery, and that's it. So I hope that helps anyone else out there who has to deal with COVID.
And this is my friend. Do you want to introduce me to your client?
Ni hao.
Ni hao.
My name is Karen, and we just met today playing pickleball, and we found out that both of us had COVID, the Omicron, a couple weeks ago, and it really felt like a cold, like my nose was snotty and I was a little cold, and I still had my taste and my smell, and right away, within a week, I'm out playing. I played pickleball right away as soon as my test was negative. And now the good part is that I have lots of antibodies, so I feel very safe and very strong, and I'm ready to go travel.
Oh, great. So how long did it take you to get your negative test?
My negative test took, I think, 8 days.
Oh,
8
great.
days, but I didn't test every single day.
So 8 days later you got negative.
Yeah.
So do you have sore throat, running nose?
In the beginning, I had at night sore throat, and I said, oh no, I'm getting sick. Then this sore throat went away, then just in the nose, and that's it. And many of my friends had COVID the same time.
Yeah, me too. We almost the same time. I got it January 4, you got it January 11. Right?
No, before that.
Oh, before that.
Monday after that weekend, because I remember. But it was like nothing. And my friends, the same thing. And you know, I ate normal, and I like to sleep a lot. It was a good excuse. And I ate healthy, and I took vitamins and Zicam, and I felt fine within a few days.
Oh, so very similar.
Yeah.
What vitamin do you take?
Oh, I take lots of vitamins. Vitamin C, zinc, very important, and B vitamins, and vitamin C. I take lots of vitamins, and they say that, like, to help, you want to have hot tea with fresh ginger in it.
Oh, okay.
Not from the fresh ginger you grind up in the tea with a little honey. It's wonderful. Even if you're not sick, it's good.
Yeah, I drink it all the time, so it's helpful. Yeah. So this girl, I'm glad you can take pickleball with us again and be healthy. So is there a lot of your friends and family got it too?
Yes.
So how many percent of them got it?
Oh my gosh, there must have been 8 or 10 of my friends at one time that I know of that had it.
Wow. So it's
Yeah,
about
and my niece.
more than 50% of your friends and family?
I have hundreds of friends.
No, I mean, like 50% of your friends and family got it, or more?
My
than that?
family, just 3 of us had it, Omicron, and my friends, maybe about 8 or 10, all at the same time. all at the same time. But a lot of people have had it and we're fine. We still wear masks when we're indoors, and it's like nothing. It's like nothing. If you walk around the street, you wouldn't even know there's any problem.
Yeah, so you're not like too afraid, right? You just live as normal, not like anything different.
No,
right?
no. Everything the same. We're going to restaurants, and the weather here is so beautiful. We can be outside a lot though too.
Yeah, even though after we recover, we come down again and play. It keeps healthy, right?
Yeah, it
To be
feels good to
healthy.
be in the sunshine.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for you sharing. I think a lot of people good to hear and see you happy and healthy again.
Yes,
and
everybody.
yeah.
Be well.
Yeah, thank you. Bye. Thank you. Yeah.
Hi，你哋好，我係鳳妮張鳳妮，同大家拜個年先嚇，恭喜發財，咁就希望喺虎年裏邊咧，大家都虎虎生威，心想事成，最緊要就係呢個新冠肺炎嘅疫情可以受控啦。OK， 其實今日我想同你哋講係因為阿 Wing 咧就話想我同大家分享下我中咗呢個新冠肺炎嘅情況，咁因為我係2021年嘅年頭就發現有感染咗新冠肺炎啦，但其實我知道應該係 New Year's Eve 嗰日同我朋友一齊傳染到嘅。咁我同呢個 girlfriend 就好 close 嘅，咁佢就同我講，就應該係3號到1月3號同我講，佢話佢男朋友就attend 一個 birthday party， 裏邊好多人都確診，咁佢就話佢想做一個 PCR test， 我講 OK 一齊去做，咁做咗出嚟之後咧就好快24小時就已經有咗report， 咁佢咧就係 positive， 我就係 negative， 但係我都比較擔心，因為我有小朋友啦，我屋企又咁多人，咁我就將自己隔離咗喺房，咁就冇出去，諗住等多4日先再去做到一個。如果做到一個係好彩嘅係negative， 咁我就冇事啦。咁5日之後我做咗個唔好彩，我係證實咗係 positive 啦。咁我就完全係冇隔離，但係亦都冇任何症狀，亦 feel 唔到我自己又唔舒服，你話喉嚨痛啊、周身骨痛啊，我完全咩都冇。咁我覺得可能係早期嘅症狀啦，咁我就喺屋企匿喺房度，咁比較小心啲就係食嘢咧，完全冇用杯啊碟啊咩，完全係我自己房裏邊有一套匙羹叉碗啊，咁杯我自己洗，咁其他我 send 入嚟，我嘅工人會送入嚟，我門口擺咗張台，咁佢每次都噴啲嗰啲9:9嗰啲叫酒精嚇，咁噴咗先擺嘢落去，咁我亦都喺房裏邊有個垃圾袋，就將所有我食嘅嗰啲 Tupperware 咧就擺落去紮住佢，咁令佢出邊就擺翻出邊房，我就叫佢24小時先好掂，咁我又係噴到成個膠袋都係嗰啲sanitizer。咁 OK， 講翻我新冠肺炎，我就加4日加咗另外6日，我都冇事，完全冇任何症狀，亦都冇發燒。咁周身骨痛啊，或者人哋講得頭痛啊，咳得好緊要啊，sore throat 我都唔覺得有，因為其實我一發現係證實 positive 之後咧，我先生已經俾我食一種藥叫做蓮花清，藍色嘅係藍色個盒，因為我冇喺度都俾唔到你哋睇，有啲白色嘅藍色嘅字咁咯，咁再加埋嗰個箭豬棗，有冇聽過蠔豬棗、箭豬棗？咁佢要我一日食3次，每次食4粒，可以當早午晚3餐咁食。咁每日食完早餐，食完晏晝，食完夜晚就要食嗰個蓮花清，食3次4粒。咁朝頭早空肚就食嗰個蠔豬棗，夜晚食嗰個蠔豬棗。咁可能嗰樣嘢好幫到我，完全冇覺得7日8日都唔先至開始有少少發燒。嗰個發燒嘅症狀都係好低，37.4、37.5，跟住跌翻落去。咁我同一時間咧，因為我有好啲醫生朋友就講，你食 antibiotics 係冇用嘅，對新冠肺炎係起唔到作用。咁但係如果你發燒發得好緊要，咁你就可以食下 Panadol。咁我又發燒我食 Panadol 啦，但係我都唔食得冇乜多，因為我唔係食好多，一日食2粒，一日食2次，一次食1粒半。咁但係因為唔高嘛個燒，咁好啦，好到第8日、第9日咧個發燒就飆up咗， 升到38.9、38到39度，37.8、37.9，咁接近38。咁我先生就擔心，佢講唔得啦，要入醫院啦。咁嗰陣時點解我當初證實我冇入醫院？因為當初馬來西亞嘅情況比較特殊啲，佢哋 handle 唔到醫院嘅醫生 handle 唔到，所以如果情況唔嚴重咧，我可以喺屋企自己quarantine 嘅。咁我就入醫院啦，第8日、第9日入醫院之後咧，就佢就俾我oxygen 氧氣4個鐘頭之後咧，我個發燒已經退咗啦。咁同一時間佢同我做呢個chest scan 啦，做 ultrasound 啦 everything。咁做完之後差唔多，我因為夜晚7點幾入醫院嘅，咁我先生安排咗個救護車。咁朝頭早3、4點先至 check 好曬所有嘢，佢就轉咗我落去病房。咁個病房都唔係深切治療室，亦都唔係咩隔離，就係隔離病房啦。咁我就住咗，可能我身體抵抗力比較好啲，又或者我先生俾我食嗰啲藥 works on me。我住咗4晚啫，計埋嗰晚我喺嗰度3、4點。咁我出院之後就冇任何嘅其他症狀。咁我第8日其實開始就聞唔到嘢，所以我基本上咧就係得3樣 symptoms： 聞唔到嘢，同埋食嘢冇味，即係 taste 唔到任何嘢，同埋發燒。咁其他咩 sore throat 啊、喉嚨痛啊，或者佢哋覺得周身骨痛啊，或者頭痛，我完全冇。咁係可能因為咧，如果你哋真係唔好彩中咗咧，就不停咁飲水。我一日 at least 飲1公升水，因為我食咁多藥，當然要飲好多水去食藥啦。咁另外有朋友咧就煲咗啲咩金銀花、白菊花嗰啲，咁佢就每2日就攞嚟1支咁樣，咁我就唔可以擺耐嘛，所以我就擺喺嗰度飲，就一日飲3杯咁樣，一飲咗成差唔多，由我證實 positive 到我出咗院之後，再隔到成個禮拜我都要飲，即係飲咗10幾日。咁嗰個蓮花清同埋呢個箭豬棗我都不停咁食咗我出院之後嘅7日我都食。咁醫生俾我出院係原因係我住咗4晚5日啦，佢就講我個 chest scan 係冇問題，咁我個 ultrasound 都冇問題，同埋我嗰個COVID 嘅指數低咗，所以佢先俾我出院。咁好彩啦，到而家我唔覺得自己有任何嘅，譬如我打 tennis 都唔會覺得有氣喘啊，又或者唱歌都仲 OK。以前我係比較幸運啲，因為我一開始就開始我先生俾我食，我老公俾我食嗰啲藥咧就 work on me。所以如果你哋真係唔好彩嘅話咧，試下呢個方法啦。
Hi, I'm Ashley's cousin, and from Ohio, and I'm going to show you how to make a London fog drink today. It's one of my favorite drinks, and Ashley asked me to show you how to do that. This is a great drink if you're looking for a little bit of caffeine, but not too much, and it's great on a winter day because it's soothing, and it's got hints of lavender, bergamot, and lemon. It's one of my favorite drinks. I like to drink it in the summer cold, and in the winter I drink it warm. And it's really easy to make. So here's the drink I'm going to show you on the Starbucks app. And this is basically, they noted it's 180 calories. And that's because most of the calories, I believe, comes from the milk and especially the sugar that they put in it, the vanilla pumps of vanilla that they put in it. I'm going to make ours today a little different with a little bit lower calories. And if you order it straight from the app without any revisions, it's with vanilla syrup, steamed milk, 2% milk. I usually change it to coconut milk. It's steamed, and they give you usually 2 tea bags, and they use vanilla pump, but I'm not, we have vanilla pump today, but I'm going to use just straight vanilla extract to not use as many calories, but you can definitely put a little sugar or honey in it. So let me go over the ingredients first. I'm on a plant-based diet, or I try to eat more plant-based foods. So you basically need, if you want a plant-based, you can have coconut unsweetened milk. You don't need this brand, but if you were to drink a whole cup of silk or a whole cup of coconut milk, it's 40 calories, and it's only got 1 gram of carb and no sugars, but it's got a lot of good calcium and potassium and vitamin A and some vitamin E and vitamin B12. So this is actually a healthy drink for you too. So that's what I use for the my milk, and then I also I like to use the Tazo Earl Grey. It's a black tea with hints of bergamot, which is a scent spice, and it's got a little bit of a lemon taste, as you can see from this picture, like a little bit of a lemon zest taste to it, but not too much. And then I like to use straight vanilla extract, and you can also add sugar to it on top of that to get it to be sweet. But if you don't want any sweetness, you don't need to. And then finally, if you just want sugar or a vanilla syrup, which is what Starbucks use, this is a vanilla syrup. It's 80 calories for 2 tablespoons. So if you don't want that, you don't have to. I'm going to show you how to make it with the vanilla extract, just with no sugar. And then finally, if possible, to get this frothiness and the steam look, which I think is really pretty, and the texture is really great when you drink it in your mouth, I use an Arrowcino machine, and this is a machine that usually Nespresso, it's not necessarily made by Nespresso, different companies make it, but it goes with the Nespresso machine, which is what I have here. This is an Essenza Plus machine, and the reason I like this machine, and you don't need to get this, is because you can make Americano coffees with it, or you can make just hot water. And oftentimes, it's great to have hot water because, you don't want to have to boil it every time, and the temperature kind of has to be right for the teas to taste good. So this is why I invested in a Essenza Plus espresso machine. You don't need that. If you can't have it, that's fine too. So first thing you do is, my Essenza Plus machine has this button that you can push to make just hot water. Sorry about that. So in this example, I will just start to brew my hot water, and I've got a tea bag in here now already set up. So you can hear the machine brewing it. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to start making the steam frothy milk, which the way this machine works is it's got like a Teflon thing in here so it can't be scratched, and then you put in here a whisk that it's magnetic, and it stays in there to whisk the milk and make it look foamy. And then after you use it, you wash these parts, and these are actually dishwasher safe, and you take off this rubber piece to clean it. But you can't put this component into the dishwasher because it's an electric piece there. But it's easy to clean, and you just use a damp cloth just not to scratch it. So here we've got the tea brewing, and I'm going to actually transfer this into a cup in a second. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to put some milk in it, and they've got lines in here where you just put it the milk into the first line, which I would say it's about a quarter cup, and then here's that. And then the next thing you do is put the lid on, and then hit this button one time, and it's red to make it a warm steamed milk because we want it warm. So just for this purpose, I'm going to put it in a glass cup so you can see what it looks like, and the texture of the foam, and then you can also see the color of that tea. I've asked the Starbucks baristas how long they brew the tea. They usually use 2 tea bags, and they brew it for 5 minutes. I think that's too strong, especially if you're drinking this at night. You don't want to be up all night due to the caffeine. So, but if you can brew it for a long time if you want that strong taste. If you're trying to drink it and sip it, I wouldn't brew it for more than a minute or 2, because Earl Grey black tea is pretty strong, and if you want to, I think one of the things is if you're going to be sipping this, you probably don't want to have caffeine all day. But if you're drinking this after lunch, you do want the caffeine. So while that's brewing, I'll also show you how I put a little bit of vanilla extract. And as I note, this vanilla extract, there's really no sugar in it. And you just need to put very, very little, just a small amount, because vanilla extract is very potent. I mean, they put vanilla extract on cookies, and, you probably don't even need a teaspoon. I have here probably a 1/4 teaspoon. Okay, and so you can buy vanilla extract. The cheapest place to get it is at Costco, where you can get a large bottle of this, or you can just go buy it at the grocery store in smaller bottles, like McCormick makes it, and other companies make it too. So the steam has done now, and I think this looks really pretty. So what you do is, I'm going to pour it out, and you'll want to use a spoon that doesn't scratch it. I think this is just so pretty with the way the milk comes out. The steam and how it comes out is just really tasty. And there's the steam, there's the foam you can see. And I have here a soup spoon, those plastic spoons that you can get. And this won't scratch the Teflon that's in here. But I think it really is a great texture to have when you're drinking, to have the foam. But if you can't do that, you're always, if you're just trying to make something quick and you're at work or somewhere where you don't have this Airchino machine, you can just pour the milk in there. Or if you possible, it'd be great if you could warm it up and maybe try to have it foam up with something. There are these foamers that are more manual or battery operated, but they don't make it warm. So here is the London Fog. I think it's a great foam, tastes great, and if you want to put sugar in it, like here, vanilla syrup, you can do that too. I didn't do it here, but it's great to drink, and if you put a lid on it or in another cup, you could carry it to work, and it's very soothing, and it feels good on your throat. Thanks for listening, and talk to you soon.
今日咧，我咧好開心請到阿 Vivian， 我哋嘅 Supermodel， 佢識講廣東話嘅喎，識講，識聽識講。係啦，今日好靚，我哋 Chinese New Year。不如你講我哋今日嘅今日喺度嘅 perfect function 係乜嘢啊
？Okay， 我講英文好冇啊？
好啊，好啊，好啊。Okay， 冇問題。
So hello everybody, my name is Vivian, and I'm here today for my students and to showcase them as well as our school, which is known as Icon Model Group. And we're here just to walk around, showcase our models, and to celebrate the owner's house and his birthday today. Andrew, happy birthday. Thank you so much for having us. And overall, just to have a great time and to celebrate Chinese New Year's.
Yeah, thank you. My daughter Michelle, she's the coach of my daughter Michelle and learning modeling. Yeah, and they're so pretty. 佢哋好靚啊！今日個個都靚 Vivian 幾靚，全部咧啲 model 喺度。今日佢哋有個 catwalk 嘅 show， 我哋陣咧會慢慢欣賞下啊。OK, thank you, bye bye. Yeah, thank you.
朵迎春花，人人都愛它。
好一朵迎春花，迎來大地放光華。
好一朵迎春花，花開每一家。
好一朵迎春花，茂盛豔麗春色雅。
迎春花開，帶來了好年華。迎春花現，配角景致如畫。花開富貴，人盡暢懷。萬事勝意無牽掛。好一朵迎春花，誰人不愛它？
好一朵迎春花，迎來大地秀彩霞。
插起那迎春花，芬芳過千家。
插起那迎春花，
人人齊共歡樂下。大家恭喜，聲聲可喜，新春進步，日進千里。
發財順境好運氣，
天賜福星，勝利終屬你。
人人共慶春禧，人人笑開眉。新春百事吉，財神降滿眉，家家運轉真善美。個個財路亨通，一朝運到手中股票定會起，各種生意日日盈利。
身心安康笑眯眯，預祝你預祝你前程無瑕。
百無禁忌，更福有天護庇，永遠福氣。大家恭喜，聲聲可喜，新春快樂，又有福氣。向大家恭祝一句，恭喜發大財。
我要為你恭祝一句，事業永向前。
花開千萬朵，生意長興旺。財運亨通福星照，處處揾大錢。星星要追共歡慶，
杯杯要升共歡宴。
年年歡樂，歡樂綿綿。我向大家恭祝一句，福星永伴隨。我要為你恭祝一句，歲歲樂綿綿。祝身體健康，喜見南山秀。年年歲歲青春住，永遠福壽傳。千載百世共歡慶，千載百世共歡宴。年年歡樂。
OK，多謝大家收睇我嘅節目，記得 subscribe and 俾 like 啦。